We start at 7 with breaking news on the roads. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. We want to get right to our Erica Lopez for that traffic impact alert that she issued just a few minutes ago. Erica?
That's exactly right, Jordan and Corey. So any folks getting ready to drive on northbound I-25 headed up towards Spear this morning, you may want to rethink that. We are dealing with a crash between 20th and Spear. It's on the left-hand side of the interstate. One vehicle here is working to be towed. Looks like I've got another vehicle behind it, another one up here. Unclear how many of them are actually involved in the crash, but we do have the left shoulder and the left lane blocked. And let me tell you, it is causing some serious delays out here. That's why we have issued that traffic impact alert. Let's take you over to our CDOT cameras. I want to give you a picture of the backup. This is at 23rd Avenue, and look at the parking lot as far back as 8th Avenue. And just so you know, it's stretching back even farther than that. Let's show you what it looks like on our map this morning. So northbound I-25 crash between Spear and 20th, heavy red now, past Santa Fe I-25 split this morning. So significant delays. Travel time for you, Tech Center to downtown, 41 minutes. That is over a 20-minute backup, really inching toward a 30-minute backup right now on northbound I-25. Really only about a 5-minute slowdown southbound, 7-minute delay on southbound 225. None of our other main interstates as slow as northbound I-25. Now, Spear could be a workaround through the city if you want to avoid some of those northbound I-25 delays. And then as far as your westbound I-70 drive goes, between E470 and 76, we're looking at about a 12-minute backup.
Erica, thank you. Let's take a look outside right now, as well as what could be the hottest day of the year so far. A heat advisory goes into effect at 10 o'clock this morning. So does our weather impact alert. We have team coverage of that coming heat. Senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi is tracking when the temps will crank up.
But first, we want to get out to our Brianna Fernandez, who is looking at how you can stay safe and the resources Denver has to help you out. Brianna, the city has activated those cooling shelters across the metro area already.
Yeah, so that means that all city rec centers will be operating as cooling centers, and they're going to be open normal business hours. What you're going to see inside of those cooling centers, you're going to have a place to sit, tons of water, and also restrooms. And you guys, it's a good day to take advantage of those cooling centers because it is going to be a hot one, like Chris Bianchi has been mentioning all throughout the morning. Now, we know the National Weather Service, they have issued a heat advisory. That's going to be in effect starting at 10 a.m. this morning until 9 tonight. If you plan to work out or be outside, do it before those times. I actually have seen a couple people here at Wash Park already taking advantage of the slightly cooler temperatures. Our 9 News health expert, Dr. Coley, she says once it hits 80 degrees or more, you want to limit the time outside to less than 10 minutes. Now, for construction workers or anyone who has to be outside today, it's important that you take frequent breaks and also extra precautions. Dr. Coley recommends wearing loose clothing, apply sunscreen often, drink plenty of water, and use cold spritz to try and cool off. Also, be mindful about what you eat and drink today.
It's a really bad idea to drink any caffeine or alcohol. So as much as I love to reach for an iced coffee on a hot day, or you might want a nice cold beer or margarita or something like that, do not do it, because both alcohol and caffeine have diuretics in it, would actually make your body lose water. And you're already losing water when it's hot out because you're breathing a little faster, you're also sweating a little bit more. So instead you want to reach for hydrating solutions, coconut water, homemade lemonade, herbal teas that are iced.
Yeah, so I do want to bring in our 9 News senior meteorologist, Chris Bianchi. Chris, do morning or night temperatures have the most impact?
That's a really good question. And I would say it's the nighttime impacts that are actually the greatest for us here in Denver. Here's why. First of all, it's going to be 100 degrees for us here in Denver. So we've been talking about that. So when it's 100 degrees in Denver, right, during the day, most of us we know we don't want to be outside when it's 100 degrees. But obviously, when it's 100 during the day, I think, again, we're generally staying inside. At night here in Denver, even in the middle of the summer, when we top out in the 90s, we still can leave those windows open at night because we drop down to 60, 65 degrees. But on a night like tonight, when we drop down to 70 degrees, that means our overnight low temperatures are generally to be 75 to 80 degrees. So it doesn't allow our bodies to sufficiently cool off unless we have air conditioning. So again, tonight, one of those nights you really need air conditioning or to keep the house as cool as possible during the day. Right now, 60s around the metro area, already up to 70 for us in Ray, 40s in the mountains. But today we top out at 100 degrees. Again, that low temperature of 70 degrees tonight, just as important. 100 degrees during the day today, 104 Lamar and La Junta, 102 in Greeley. So hot everywhere, but that heat, again, we've got that weather impact alert that goes into effect at 10 a.m. today. Highs near 100 degrees, so limit that time outdoors here, folks, during the day today in particular, and try and keep the house as cool as possible during the day as well.
All right, Chris, thank you. We have some breaking news out of Denver this morning. A shooting on Westgill at Federal in Denver's Westwood neighborhood. This is a video from Sky 9 when they flew over the scene a little bit earlier this morning. We still don't know a lot about this situation right now. We know that DPD posted on social media that one man went to the hospital. We do not know the extent of his injuries or his condition. Police say that they got the call around 5:45 this morning. They don't have any suspect information to share at this point. We have reached out to police to see what more we can learn, and the second we do get more information about what's happening in this area, we will be sure to pass that along to you. Right now, Aurora police are asking for your help finding a missing woman. 84-year-old Karen Matlock was last seen around 11 o'clock yesterday morning when she left her home in Aurora to visit a bank off of East Iliff Avenue and Quebec Street in Denver. Karen drives a white GMC Terrain with the Colorado license plate DGRC40. She was last seen wearing a turquoise shirt and faded gray jeans. If you have any information or you have seen her, you are asked to call 911.
New tariffs are on the way for copper. President Trump said he will impose a 50% tariff on all copper imports. It's unclear when the new tariff would take effect. Copper is a key component in the manufacture of a variety of goods, including electronics, machinery, and cars. Tariffs on copper could make those goods more expensive. This would represent a fourth across-the-board tariff from the White House. Right now, a 25% tariff applies to imported cars and parts. There's also a 50% tariff on all steel and aluminum. After Trump's announcement, copper quickly surged to all-time highs in trading.